What happens when America's most serene morning news anchor welcomes a duchess for a friendly chat about her latest projects, only for the guest to turn it into a bold lecture on the world? In the warm, golden glow of the Good Morning America studio, Robin Roberts had envisioned a light-hearted exchange. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, stepped in expecting yet another smooth spotlight moment. But as the minutes ticked by, the questions grew pointed, the smiles faded just a touch, and the cheerful set, designed for feel-good stories, transformed into an unexpected battleground. By the time their mugs of coffee had gone lukewarm, one side had clearly stopped holding back. The studio, known as Studio A, sparkled with modern elegance. Floor-to-ceiling glass walls that caught the early dawn light, sleek polished floors that gleamed under the soft overhead beams, and a team of crew members moving like shadows in a well-rehearsed dance. They handled everything from urgent headlines to heartwarming features with quiet precision. Robin settled into her familiar anchor's chair, her posture relaxed yet poised, drawing from years of navigating storms like natural disasters and high-stakes political talks. She had faced it all with grace. "Meghan, good morning," Robin started, her voice warm and inviting, like a gentle southern breeze, hiding the steady resolve underneath. "You've been keeping incredibly busy lately. New projects, fresh collaborations. What's fueling this exciting new phase in your life?" "Good morning, Robin," Meghan replied, her smile perfectly measured, polished to perfection. She leaned in just enough to seem engaged. "This phase is all about lifting up voices that rarely get heard and crafting stories that truly shift how people think and act. We're not just dipping our toes in. We're diving deep to make a real difference." The word difference echoed like a slogan from a motivational seminar. Robin nodded thoughtfully, jotting a quick note on her cue card with a subtle flick of her wrist. "Difference is a term that comes up a lot in your world. I'd like to dive into your work first, if that's okay, and then, if you're open to it, broaden things out a bit." She paused for a heartbeat, letting the words settle. Folks watching at home are eager to hear how your private world and public one overlap these days. A faint twitch crossed Meghan's jawline, quick as a shadow, then gone. "Of course they're curious," she said smoothly, her tone light but firm. "Curiosity drives the headlines, doesn't it? But that's not how I measure success." "Understood," Robin replied, her response even and unruffled, like a calm lake surface. "That said, people tuning in see this incredible path you've walked, from actress to duchess to media trailblazer. How's life at home these days, with all that on your plate? Married life treating you well?" Meghan's smile tightened ever so slightly, like a door closing halfway. "It's solid and purposeful," she answered. "Two grown-ups managing a worldwide brand. We don't chase tabloid emotions. We focus on the bigger picture." Robin took the deflection in stride, without so much as a blink. She turned the page on her notes with a soft rustle. "Fair enough. Let me shift gears a little. There've been whispers floating around." Her voice stayed neutral, almost sorry to bring it up, as if she were sharing a neighborly concern. "That for the upcoming season of your documentary series, you pushed hard for a much bigger contract with the streaming service. Care to clear that up?" Meghan let out a brief laugh, light and melodic on the surface, but empty of any real joy. "Robin, men wheel and deal like it's their birthright, and no one bats an eye. But when a woman steps up and asks for what matches her worth, suddenly, she's labeled greedy. We simply wanted fair pay that lines up with the value we bring. If a company profits from our story, they should share the rewards. That's not drama. It's basic business sense." Robin's smile remained kind and steady, like sunlight filtering through clouds. "So, to confirm, you did go back for a higher figure?" "It's true we don't undervalue ourselves," Meghan said, crossing one leg over the other with the crisp efficiency of a boardroom executive. "I doubt Good Morning America runs on good intentions alone." A subtle wave of energy stirred in the room. Producers adjusted their headsets with quiet clicks, and a camera tech inched forward for a tighter shot. Robin flipped to the next page, her movements deliberate. "Let's chat about something close to your heart. Authenticity," she suggested gently, her words wrapping around the topic like a soft scarf. "It's at the core of everything you share. You've been open about telling your truth. But sometimes, other versions of events, timelines, quotes, little details, pop up and clash with that. How do you sort through those mixed signals? Meghan's eyes cooled a shade, like frost touching a window pane. Folk. Mix up facts on paper with what really happened, she explained. I stick to what I lived through, not dusty old records from the palace. Robin dipped her head in acknowledgement. And that's fair. But real life doesn't happen in a bubble. It pulls in other people too. Do they ever get a fair say in how the story unfolds? They've had centuries to tell their side, Meghan shot back, her words quick and pointed. A few pages from my book won't hurt them. The quip drew a soft, surprised, oh from the live audience up in the risers, a ripple of reaction that hung in the air. Robin glanced at the main camera, where the red tally light blinked steadily, pulling her back to the millions watching. Okay, she said, her tone still sweet, but with an underlayer of firmness, like honey over firm ground. Since you mentioned the royal setup, you've described life there as lonely, even damaging at times. Looking back now, do you hold any warm feelings for the monarchy as a concept? Meghan's response came sharp and clear, like the snap of a fresh sheet of paper. I don't get nostalgic for setups that thrive on keeping people quiet. Old ways aren't an excuse for doing wrong. And still, Robin pressed on, her approach tender yet persistent. That title sticks with you. It swings doors wide open wherever you go. Doors swing because I'm the one who belongs in those rooms, Meghan countered swiftly. If a fancy name speeds things up a bit, that's society's hang-up, not mine. Robin let the silence linger for a moment, giving the words room to breathe, then eased into a new direction, one only a seasoned pro like her could pull off without a hitch. You've been vocal about privacy as your line in the sand, while also jumping into big interviews and multi-episode specials. Letters pour in from viewers feeling puzzled. Can you help bridge that gap for them? Privacy means owning your choices, Meghan said, leaning forward with quiet intensity. I pick what counts. Just because a camera once zoomed in on me doesn't make me everyone's open book. That's a solid take, Robin agreed. But accountability plays in too. When your stories touch on others, shaking up reputations, reporters always consider the full view. Do you ever feel a pull to show the complete scene, even the parts that don't flatter you? Meghan's smile went flat, like a pond freezing over. I've swallowed other people's takes on me for years. The full view is usually just a sketch drawn by strangers who've never shared a room with me. Some of those strangers shared your home, Robin noted mildly, her words gentle but unyielding. Family, staff, they were right there. Some lived off my story, not with me, Meghan fired back. The quiet deepened, pressing in from the corners like a held breath. Robin clasped her hands together, her voice dropping to a thoughtful hush. Meghan, I'm asking this with all due respect. Looking in the rear view, is there one moment where you think, I wish I'd handled that with a bit more kindness? Leaders set the example, and you've stepped up as one. A shadow of steel flashed in Meghan's gaze. Kindness sounds nice, until it's shorthand for play small. I don't shrink to fit. Robin took it in stride. She had weathered fiery politicians, athletes in hot water, even a smirking world leader who thought charm was armor. The key wasn't force, it was staying steady, letting the moment unfold. As the exchange heated up, she steered back with a lighter touch, like turning a ship into calmer waters. Let me loop around to your upcoming season, she offered, injecting a fresh spark. What tales are you itching to share? Stories of women breaking free from limits, Meghan replied, sliding back into her groove. Folks who chase big dreams without a sorry on their lips. And closer to home, Robin probed softly, the subtlest of nudges. Viewers adore those everyday bits, the habits that keep you centered amid the whirlwind. Meghan cocked her head, a hint of amusement flickering. Staying centered? That's my private ritual. The world can get by without knowing my morning coffee run. The answer landed with a cool, metallic edge. Robin's nod was subtle, almost invisible. We can weather a lot as a society, she said, her smile returning like a warm front. Humans are tough that way. She set her cue card down, palms open in a gesture of ease. One more topic before we break. There's buzz. She hesitated on the word, as if it tasted off. About tension with your husband's relatives over big royal gatherings ahead. If the invite came, would you show? Meghan's laugh sliced through, quick as a blade. To stand there while strangers judge my every bow? I've got real work calling. Is there any path where mending fences feels right? Robin wondered aloud. Only if it's quiet and real, Meghan said. No headlines, no show. If they offered the same straight talk to me, they'd find out honesty is scarce in those halls. The hush in the stud studio grew fragile, like thin ice underfoot. Robin sensed the balance tipping, from firm chat to full sparring, from breakfast TV politeness to a guest who came loaded for debate. All right, she said, exhaling to ease her tone. We'll take a quick pause here. When we're back, let's unpack the business side of sharing stories, fair deals versus taking advantage, and give you room to tackle what viewers message us about most. The sense that your style sometimes feels a tad brush-off-ish. I bet you've got plenty to say. Meghan's smile reappeared. Chill, composed, a step above. I always do. Stick around, Robin directed to the lens, a quiet resolve straightening her back. We'll jump right back in. Upbeat music swelled as the floor crew glided through their patterns, silent and swift. A makeup pro approached with a powder puff, but backed off when Meghan raised a hand, eyes fixed ahead. Robin took a slow sip of water, eyes on the wall of screens, sunny weather maps in one frame, a misty Brooklyn bridge shot in another, and their frozen mid-smile in the third. She had kept things breezy, questions balanced, patience endless. And yet, a subtle chill prickled her skin, hinting the next stretch wouldn't stay so sunny. The nation, spooning cereal over kitchen tables, was in for a jolt as the sweetness turned sharp. At the countdown, 3, 2, 1, Robin placed her glass down and slipped into her pro stance. Red light on. Welcome back, she said, tone level as a horizon. I'm chatting with Meghan Markle. Let's pick up the thread. Meghan recrossed her legs, poised like royalty without a throne, studio lights dancing in her hair like tiny stars. Let's, Robin said with the barest curve of a smile, hospitality laced with a spark. Then straight to it. Did you push for a bigger payout from your streaming partner for this next season? Yes or no? Meghan's reply sliced clean through. Robin, I asked for pay that reflects my true value. If that bothers anyone, maybe they should unpack why a woman's value stings so much. Robin met her stare head-on. And if the royal world rubs you wrong, why hold on to the title? Not a lash stirred. Because I won't let the place I outpaced own who I am. The room's warmth dipped another notch. Off in the wings, a stagehand's pen clicked shut mid-note. Robin gave a tiny nod. All right, she murmured. Time to address the style head-on. As the intro tune faded, the classic Good Morning America shine returned, and the lens closed in on Robin, who tilted forward with quiet command, the same steady hand that had guided the show through decades of ups and downs. Welcome back. We're joined by Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, digging into her fresh media moves. Meghan, circling back to your point on earning what you're worth. That's key in any deal, sure. But word is you went for double the original for your docuseries refresh. True story. Meghan smoothed her blazer sleeve, flashing a quick, offhand grin. Robin, the truth? Men snag top dollar daily without a whisper. But when I match my pay to the buzz I bring, it turns into tabloid gold. That spotlight says more about biases than about me. Robin nodded with courtesy, though a tiny line etched deeper around her eyes. I get the fairness angle. But detractors say it's not gender, it's the vibe of overreach. Pushing for extra while pulling away from the royals publicly? It strikes some as mixed signals. Meghan's chuckle came quick and curt. Mixed? Nah, it's smart moves. The royals don't cover my costs. Netflix does. And if they crave the spotlight I carry, they pay up. Simple as that. A murmur rolled through the crowd, the directness hitting like a cool wave. Robin let it settle before easing onward. Shifting to family matters, if we may. You and Prince Harry stepped away from duties, but you've been candid about the rough patches inside the family. Any shot at patching things up? Meghan's grin vanished, cooling to frost. Robin, I walked because I wouldn't choke in an outdated trap. If patching up means slipping back into a role that suits everyone else, no thanks. It's downright rude to even suggest it. Would you tell someone to crawl back to a poisonous workplace just cause the boss feels lonely? Robin held steady, like an oak in wind. Valid, but family hits different for most. Folks hope for rebuilt paths. Meghan inched closer, her words laced with edge. Those paths got torched from their end way before I lit a spark. Blame me for the smoke if it helps, but I won't say sorry for dodging the flames. The reaction built, a soft undercurrent from the seats. Robin checked her notes, then lifted her gaze, poise intact. You've called the royal life stifling. Yet others point out it handed you this massive stage. Your thoughts? Meghan's chin lifted, voice turning keen as a edge. They handed rules and jabs, nothing more. Any reach I have, I forged it. Actress turned creator, voice from day one. The crown? Just bars on a window. Robin linked her fingers. Still, that Duchess label lingers. Viewers ask, if it's bars, why pocket the key? Meghan's laugh chilled the air. To stop them from wiping me out. I claimed that spot through every slam, slight, and lost night. Handed over tidy? Dream on. The vibe grew dense, the crowd frozen between cheers and shivers. Robin breathed deep, her tone turning softer, almost like a wise aunt. Meghan, tons root for your boldness in going public. But some feel your delivery edges into brush-off territory, making it tough to connect. Ring true at all. Meghan's gaze sparked. Robin, brush-off comes from those who crave my quiet all along. I won't sugarcoat to soothe. If plain talk from a woman rattles them, that's their crack, not mine. The quiet blanketed everything. Even the pros behind the scenes felt the drop. Robin eased back, still even-keeled. Quick turn. Mental well-being's huge in your push. You've shared the loneliness, the hurt. But staff and old contacts say support was there. You just kept apart. Room for both sides. Meghan tensed. Staff? Come on. They're on payroll to spin tales that shield the big house. Their take on my headspace? Worthless as chit-chat from a passerby. I know my truth. No spin doctor rewrites it. Robin let out the softest breath. So, no looking back? No shared truth. Shared truths for those with wiggle room, Meghan bit out. I had none, so I claimed mine. The gasp from the audience rang clear now. Robin's mouth formed a firm line. She had grilled leaders, heroes, warriors, heartbroken kin, and seldom met someone so set against a sliver of give. Yet she summoned her anchor calm once more. Meghan, she said low, you're crystal on others' wrongs toward you. But here's a thought. Do you ever pause that your empowerment call might get lost in how it's said? That spark turns to superiority for some. Meghan folded her arms, grin curling sly. If strength reads as superiority, fix their lens. I won't dim for comfort. History skips the nice ones, Robin. It spotlights those who stood tall. For the first time, Robin's face shifted. Warmth lingered, but a tougher glint stirred in her eyes. She had given space, and Meghan filled it with unyielding pride. Robin breathed out slow, then raised her chin. Okay, she whispered, silk over iron now. We'll hold there. Coming up, your picks and the perks you carry. Viewers want the straight scoop. Meghan smirked, unfazed. Bring it. Robin eyed the camera, voice firm with a hidden edge only sharp ears caught. Hang tight. Right back. The break hit abrupt, but the room's quiet stretched taut, ready to break. Tech swapped looks, execs fidgeted. Robin stayed put, pen poised, stare fixed on Meghan, eyes that had lost their soften. The air hummed with the promise. Next round wouldn't whisper. The lively theme kicked back in, but the studio vibe sliced like a blade. Robin leaned ahead, voice even but laced sharp. Welcome back. With Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, we've unpacked plenty. Meghan, viewers keep asking. You champion privacy, yet Netflix deals, Spotify spots, books, endless chats. How's that square? Meghan's laugh dismissed more than delighted. Robin, privacy's not mute, it's steering the wheel. I pick shares on my terms. That's not flip-flopping. It's savvy in a grabby world. Robin nodded, lips pinching brief. But see the snag. Privacy, please. They hear. Then boom, splashy specials and fat checks. Meghan tipped her head, grin tinged smug. They snag 'cause nuance flies over heads. And truth? Not my gig to school 'em. Can't hang? Their speed. Seats creaked, uneasy. Robin drew breath deep. Fine, your Netflix gig. Word of a big raise ask for season 2 spot on. Meghan's gaze narrowed, smirk holding. My deals? Private as my thoughts. Wild how guys bag fortunes for repeats. Hailed bold. Me? Worth matching turns to greed. That gap wears thin. Robin's edge softened, near begging. Equity's real, I know. But naysayers say optics over gender. More cash while bashing royals, yet riding their coattails. Meghan reclined, legs crossing sharp. Royals got zipped from me, I boosted them. Sans me, it's mothballed history. Netflix spots that glow. Their dime my win. The intake from the crowd echoed on mic. Robin blinked, rattled but rallying. Meghan, some tag that take us shrugging off centuries of legacy. Meghan's chill bit. Centuries just mean aged, not alive. The blow landed hard. Whispers swelled. Robin shuffled papers, eyes pinned. Harry time. He's aired family aches, but craves mend. Your stand complicate that. Meghan's bark cut. Harry's flow not mending. Free implies shatter. He was caged, like me. I just voiced it louder. Robin's calm stretched thin, voice flat. Some say you've spun those aches into your hustle. See it. Meghan I rolled. Hustle? Only here we brand grit. I shared. If they rap, cash, slice it. Their game. Robin's pen wrapped soft, a fraying thread. Beyond palace ties. Pals, kin. Coworkers. Riffs galore. Some say you snip quick at bumps. On any of that. Meghan pressed in, superior snap. I own guarding my calm. Can't respect lines. Their slip. No nannying weak spots. Gasps peaked loud. Robin straightened, tone tight, but true. But Meghan, lines versus scorched earth? Trail of M, folks say. Meghan's grin slimmed. Scorched beats trudging others' planks forever. Weight blanketed. Screen side it pulsed. Robin's jaw set faint. Crises, wrecks, tough souls, she'd tamed him. But this unyielding poise? Rare test. Voice cool, eyes steel. Meghan, respect, resilience wins fans. But to some, it rings bitter. Get that worry. Meghan lifted nose high. Bitter? Their mirror. Mine sharp sight, and sharp spooks comfy. Delivered done, quiet clamped. Robin froze. Pen stilled. Lens crept near, snagging every taut line. Robin, the prez griller, globe shaper, edged toward snap. Breath in, voice locked, she rapped with veiled alert. Back soon. Privileged chat. Ditching a system, yet pocketing its perks. Stay put. Cut hit, quiet loomed. Glances flew. Seats shuffled. Meghan lounged, arms barred, smirk faint. Robin blanked on notes, pen flat. Next, no soft serve. The break in Robin's hold peaked, blast brewing. Tune dipped, lens swung, strain screen thick. Robin sat tall, warmth swapped for grit. Meghan reclined smug, face saying rounds hers. Welcome back, Robin intoned low, solid. Chatting Meghan Markle on ventures, views, tomorrow. But Meghan, direct. Folks say you ditched royals loud, yet skim perks. Reply. Meghan's smirk bloomed. Robin, worn line. I shed it. Title fixated? They're itch. No VIP begs from me. Spots open cause I rate M. Robin arched brows, hold thinning clear. With respect, Meghan, you wed into that label, didn't build it. Crowd sucked air. Meghan's poise slipped blink quick, then bit. Pardon? My worth from hubby. Sexist shot. Robin. Misogyny pure. Pre-Harry I shone. Post. Still will. Robin's tap halted. Chill deepened. No, Meghan. Platform's marriage born. You slam the setup, yet bank on its stamp. Meghan surged, volume up. Bank. Nerve. My grind sparks shift. Silent amps. That's lead, not loot. Murmurs jittered. Robin's set hardened. Breath held, then room rocker. Lead, or label. From here, gripes fuel your gig. Thunder roll. Meghan cracked, fury blaze. Absurd. No proof to you, none. Attacks? Envy. Can't stomach woman truthing power. Robin closed gap. No fluff. Years leash loose. No, Meghan. Flack cuss talk skips walk. Privacy plea, doc dumps. Royal roast, name cash. Muzzled cry, yet megaphone world. Not guts, gaps. Whispers boiled. Meghan twisted rage. Spin city. Why chats waste, agenda hacks shredding. Robin's leash broke. Clear, keen rise, stop. Dodges every probe. Sneers every flag, bins dissenters. Blunt, no victim act. Royals quit. Cool. But fame, funds off crown you trash. Hubby's tag, kin lore, to gripe empire. And truth, Meghan, this air won't prop that pride. Gasps crashed as words weighed. Meghan bolted, mic ripped. Done, she barked. No trap from hater clear. Robin sat firm, stare lock, intone. No trap, check. Can't take check? No spot here. Meghan Markle, chat over. Quiet deafened. Meghan glared fire red, stormed stage. Heels gunshot cracks till drape gulped her. Robin sighed long, Camera pivot, cool rule. Friends, sorry. Meant project talk, fresh starts. Turn pride parade, gap show. Viewers, earn truth. No truth? We name it. Claps sparked shy, then roared as Robin owned space. Notes squared, nod small. Back soon. Tune rose, but Holmes knew. Epic shift. Morning Meghan strolled GMA for gloss, strode out schooled, sent, bared. Love this clash. Like, sub-channel, bell on, catch next thrill. Your cheer fuels these epic beats.